Hey Huskies, Mr. Chiakulas here, and I want to talk about two parts of the Common App that often trip students up or that I want to really make sure you focus on. One of them is the honors section, and one of them is the newly called, as of the 2026-2027 school year, activities and experiences section. For honors, you can find that in the education section. All right. And so when you get to the honors part, one thing to keep in mind is that this is just academic achievements beginning in ninth grade. Okay. So the fact you won the second grade spelling bee is awesome, but colleges don't want to see that anymore. Right. So what are academic achievements? To be honest, there's not a lot of academic achievements that are given out regularly at Hersey or in District 214. The most popular one might be honor roll, but if for some reason you won a student of the month, possibly some other competition like a district fine arts competition or something like that, you can put that, but you might not find a lot of academic honors. One thing that always comes up is National Honor Society an honor or an activity? And if you're doing it right, it should be both. It should be both an honor, an academic honor, because you were awarded this distinction of being in this group based on your academics and other things. But it should also be an activity because you should be doing projects or community service or things that you can talk about in the activities and experiences section. So National Honor Society can go in both as one example. But for honors, you're talking about, again, academic honors. So the fact if you were chosen as all conference in volleyball or all state in football or something like that, those are great achievements. They're not academic honors. So again, keep that in mind for that section. Now, when you get to the activities and experiences section, this is newly named as of, again, the 2026-2027 school year. One of the reasons is that colleges wanted to make sure that students were putting in all experiences. So these activities and experiences do not have to be just from Hersey or just from District 214. They can be jobs, babysitting, internships, mission trips, summer courses you took places, hobbies you have if they're pretty significant or you've organized around them, right? So if you like to play video games and you just play by yourself in your basement, probably it's something you don't want to put on there. But if you organize tournaments and you set up brackets and you do all sorts of stuff, that might be something that you want to share with the colleges if it's pretty intense. So there's a couple of things to note here, right? First of all, this is a section that a lot of students just breeze through. This is one of the parts that you can really stand out. So you're going to want to give it some time and attention and maximize all the parts of it as much as you can. You can add up to 10 activities or experiences. You don't have to do 10. You just can't do more than 10. You're going to want to prioritize ones that are most meaningful to you, and you want to have some sort of flow. So if it's all sports and then clubs and then outside, or if it's chronological, or if it's most recent to most far in the past up to ninth grade, again, we're talking about high school stuff. We're not talking about the soccer club you did in kindergarten. So keep that in mind. Now, you're going to put what activity or experience type, and there's a whole long list of things. This category is not that important. So don't overthink it. If you're absolutely not sure, just choose other. So don't overthink that section. The activity or experience, the description is where you really want to maximize. You only have 150 characters. So try to do your best to be specific. So if I plan meetings, organize a fundraiser, put money, put whatever can. This is even the greatest example, but do the best to really emphasize. Don't just put went to meetings. Put as much as you can. Where is it? If it's school, if it's outside of school, put this or not. Now, this is a new separate question as of the 26-27 school year. If you filled out the Common App or started filling it out before August 1st of 2026, you may have put a leadership role somewhere else, and it might pop up once I hit yes. But if you don't hit yes, you won't have a space to put it. So again, if you started filling this out before August 1st, 2026, make sure you hit yes so that you can see what it was. Okay, so in this case, I had something else. I kind of changed some things. If I was the president of this cultural group, and I have to be specific, so if I put president of Greek Club, then this is where I'm going to put my role. and then when did I participate in. If I feel like I'm going to participate in it this year, put that as well. It's during the school year, how many weeks or so I spend. Am I going to do this in college? And then move on to the next one, which could be a sport. Again, sports, it's either JV or varsity. There's no freshman. So if you only played freshman soccer, just put JV. Again, what did you do? Not a great description at all. You're going to want to fix this. If you had a leadership role, yes, you're going to put that down and go from there. So again, this section is one you want to really spend time on, maximize the small characters you have. If you have a leadership role, you absolutely want to make sure that is mentioned in that section. And again, if you started filling this out before this rolled over on August 1st, 2026, you might find that specific position or leadership role won't populate, even if you typed it in before, until you hit yes. So, of course, if you have questions, check out the JHHS College Application Guide. You can kind of see it scrolling in the background behind me, and know that there's a lot of resources in there for you to check out and help you through your applications. And when in doubt, come see me for help. Thanks.